Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Molly, why don't you go ahead and we'll wait for Matt to...
Okay, so I click Packers and then I click enter draft.
Yeah, make sure you have 3 rounds.
There's no way this guy drops all the way to the 52, which is...
Wait, I didn't even do anything. It picked for me.
Because...
I didn't do anything.
Well,
okay, click the number 3.
Yeah. Enter draft.
Okay, so I only did 1 the last time.
Yeah.
And it just went... Like, wow, wait, I can't read this fast.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush
a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock and Text Line. List is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Draft weekend passed, and, man, the Packers made some headlines by drafting who, Matt Hamilton? Who was the guy, who was the player that got you most excited when you saw their name come across on the ESPN app? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Trey Smack.
Trey
Kicker,
Smack?
Florida.
Such a good name.
Great kicker name.
No, not, and it's not said, it said Jagger, but not Jaeger Burton. Jagger Burton.
I mean, that's a pretty good one. That is a solid one. Like Jaeger or Jagger.
It's
is
literally
a,
spelled Jager. You guys act like there's like an E in between the A and the G.
It just looks like Jaeger. That's all.
It does.
If you're a cool guy who like did Jaeger bombs, it looks like Jaeger.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Cool, bro.
So I'm gonna throw Ryan. Get ready with that cool button. I was hanging out with Blake Anderson from Workaholics, and if he buys a shot, it's only Jagermeister.
Jagermeister.
And
It's only Jagger Burton.
It was like the first time in over a decade, I think, that I had Jägermeister. But now I'm excited for the new Jägermeister in Green Bay.
Good save.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks, Lucas Van Ness.
Is that your guy then? Is that who you?
I'm not picking a guy. I cannot
Please
jinx
don't.
him. Ryan would be so upset. Like, what if I picked Cisse?
I mean, that would be tough.
Yeah,
they need
exactly.
a corner.
So
They
I'm
need
You
just-
got to
corner.
pick a guy.
No, he does not need to pick a guy.
Molly Brown in glasses. Do you feel like when you wear glasses you look like a different person? Because I do. When I wear glasses, I feel like I look like a different person.
You do look like a different person.
Me or Jim?
Yeah, you.
Okay, I feel like I am doing like cosplay today. Like I feel like I'm doing like dress up, which is weird.
That's like my favorite thing to do.
I know. I thought of you when I said that. Yes. So long story short, I got to work today. Right when I was like pulling in, I was like, oh, my eye is like just like getting blurry. So then I was like trying to like fix it, and then I sat down on my computer and I was like, God, it's bothering me. And then like I rubbed my eye, and then it fell out, and I was like, and then I looked at it, and there was a little tear in my contact.
That'll do it.
Yep. And then I was like, it's only a little tear. I can put it back in. So then I put it back in.
Then your eyes like, what are you
No,
doing?
Yeah.
and then it was just like, I can't do this. So then I took it out, and then it was like literally torn in half. And I was like, that's not going back in my eye. So then I called my husband. I was like, hey, I know you got 3 kids with you, but I need you to come down here, and I need you to bring me my glasses. So that is why we are here. I don't like wearing my glasses out in public because, one, I just don't like that I don't have vision on the sides anymore.
Yeah,
like, especially when I'm like driving. I don't like not having like peripheral vision.
Turn your head like an owl to like check over
Yeah,
your shoulder.
exactly. And then, two, like I don't like feeling like I'm
The
playing
Exorcist
dress up.
just go all the way around.
Yeah, exactly.
I
don't like feeling like a child.
They look
Thank
nice. Yes, and you look smarter. So
Okay,
share all.
so somebody has told me that before, and I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or I'm offended.
well, what I think you should do
I look
is
dumb when I
Pretty
look dumb.
dumb without glasses.
I look pretty dumb without glasses, apparently.
yeah, don't say
Apparently.
Matt's gonna come in tomorrow with glasses. What I actually want you to
He
Blue
is.
blockers.
do. What I actually.
Blue blockers. I have some of those in my backpack if you want some.
I should bust them out. We can be nerds on the show when we go over a draft analysis.
That was way too like of a.
That was very snotty.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
You still recovering?
no, I'm good.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, since you do have your glasses on, can you rehash your stolen take that made the internet explode?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course I can.
Because it's very pertinent today.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that we're talking about, starting the show with this. So a couple years ago, what was that, 2 years ago? Yeah, because it was after Mason Crosby. I'm trying to remember even what part of the kicker dilemma that the Packers were in a couple years ago. 2 years ago? 1 year ago? I don't know when it was. But people are saying that my take was stolen. Basically, my take was that the Green Bay Packers have had an easier time replacing Aaron Rodgers than they have Mason Crosby. And that still stands true to today. As Matt just said the guy's name, 6th-round pick, Trace Mack. Kicker out of Florida.
So, I mean, again, I almost want to ask the question, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock text line. List is more. I think it still rings true. The Packers have had a harder time replacing Mason Crosby than they've had to replace Aaron Rodgers.
You just have to say my take backwards, then you didn't steal it fully?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's not my take. I'm just getting it out to the fans. 844-770-3776. It's Carpet Second text line. List is more. Do you agree?
I mean, seriously, who would have thought that? Like, who would have thought? How many kickers have we burned through? Like, honestly, let's list them. Anders Carlson. That was, I think, the first one, right? After Mason Crosby.
It was Narvison.
It's the last time they drafted.
Then there was
one, yeah.
Narvison.
The Narwhal.
And then there's been Brandon McManus.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Wait, you missed. Who's the substitute teacher kicker?
Haversick.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they've burned through him yet. I think he's still around.
No, but I'm just thinking, I'm not saying burn through. I'm just talking about all of the different Packers that have been on this roster or like associated with the Packers lately. So that's, okay, Anders Carlson, Haversick, Brandon McManus, who was the other one? Narwhal. And then now this guy, 5 kickers since. That is insane. When did Mason Crosby leave the Green Bay Packers? Do you know off the top of your head, Ryan? I know you do.
I believe it was 2-3 years ago.
Because he's wearing glasses?
Yeah.
Well, you're the one wearing glasses, too. You should know.
I think it was 3.
I know, but I'm only good at, like...
Matt, you're the...
I think it was 3.
3 years ago?
No.
Yeah.
It had to be longer ago than that.
Matt, you got a laptop in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now. We all have laptops in front of
it?
us, Ryan. But you have
some
glasses,
of us are
so you should
talking
know.
and some of us are not, so I could have looked it up. But regardless, 5 kickers. And outside of... I feel like it was like a 10-game stretch for McManus where it was like awesome.
Yep.
We got this. We're figured out.
Yeah. And the juice is not worth the squeeze on McManus. Like,
He was with the Packers until 2022.
yeah. And
Mason
look, this
Crosby was.
is not uncommon. I mean, you could look down to Chicago. It took them about 3 or 4 years to replace Robbie Gould. And they finally got Cairo Santos. He's not Robbie
And he
Gould,
still
but
even
he's
had
fine.
blunder of a year, not this last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
it ebbs and flows so much.
Well, I mean, the first year after they replaced Gold, it was the double doink. So, like, at times when you got that kicker, you don't know what you got until it's gone. And I think Packer fans didn't realize what they had in Crosby.
Well, because we went right from Longwell into Crosby, and it was like seamless.
Right, and also I
It's
think...
like, here's your next decade-long
Right.
kicker.
And people, and I'm guilty of this too, fans get caught up in the big leg. And like, I want the guy that can kick it. And I still do this now. I want the guy to kick it 60 yards. I see other people making 60 yards.
Yeah. Look at
Actually,
Brandon Aubrey.
But like when the Packers had Crosby, he was money 40 in.
Yeah.
And you have Jordan Love. And obviously Crosby couldn't be the kicker still. But it is funny. Like, people get caught up in the things that I think don't matter. Fans included, but I think maybe coaching staffs as well. Like,
Did you
let's get
guys
the guy
see-
with the big leg instead of the guy who's accurate.
So they did also ask Goody during his press conference after the draft on Saturday, how do you draft kickers? And I would highly recommend anyone who wants to see this
Not
go over to the
well.
ESPN Madison
Okay,
YouTube stream.
this is on the ESPN
I
Madison
think
YouTube
I think you'll only feel worse after seeing this, Molly. So this is Brian Gutekunst's response to that question. How do you even draft a kicker? Or scout a kicker, I should say.
How do you scout a kicker? Are you guys?
You're not fully clean unless you're zest fully clean. He put his arms up.
None
if
of
you're
us are old
watching on
enough
the
to know what
ESPN
that means.
Yeah, what was that?
Zest. Matt's shaking his head. You know zest fully clean.
So just for clarification.
He's trying to act young.
The
Like
soap?
Yes. Is that you're not fully
I've
clean?
never
That's-
seen that commercial and never heard the jingle.
all
For
right.
anyone who wasn't watching on the ESPN
He
Madison
threw his arms
YouTube
up like
stream,
it's
It's
field goal.
it's a good field goal. So that's how he scouts
No,
them.
he missed it.
Did he make it? Did he not? And honestly, I don't know how else you scout a kicker, to be honest.
Why did he do that? Was
Lame.
It was very lame.
Why do the Packers
I think
do
there's
so many
plenty
lame
of ways
things?
you can like scout a kicker though, right?
How would you scout a kicker?
Well,
I like seeing how big their legs are. Like, legit, I'm not kidding. I would probably like size up
measurement?
their size up their quads. Be like, that's a big leg.
Quad
See,
father. You
did
want
they-
a quad father.
Did they play soccer? How many kicks do they make out of 10? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking all the different things you're gonna look at when you look at a kicker. I get it. You don't scout a kicker because you don't draft a kicker.
That's a great point.
What
You
are
don't
we
scout a
doing?
kicker because you don't draft a kicker.
the
So
Eagles have their kicker because they drafted him. You draft kickers.
What's the Eagles kicker's name?
Jake Elliott. He's been on our
Wait,
show.
is he still on the Eagles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now he struggled a little bit.
Re-signed.
Oh wow, I didn't realize. I
Okay,
thought he,
but Matt,
But he's not like what I'm saying is he's not a big guy. If you were looking at quads, you would never have drafted him because he's like 5'8", 5'10".
I mean, I'm not expecting him to have like A.J. Dillon quads here, people. We all remember his quads.
I mean, Anders
do-
Carlson had a big leg.
I do like the. To me, it's more of you watch baseball and the crack of the ball off the bat, and you can kind of tell. I would imagine golf. When you hit the ball well every once in a while. So the golfer that can really you get that right sound when the ball is struck by the driver.
Or
and
is
this
smacked by the kicker.
and then like the
There's
kicker
gonna be
will
a
go
lot
up.
of jokes this season.
It's a
and-
really good one-liner.
Yes. And otherwise, when the kicker goes up and kicks the ball, it pops and it has that sound.
Yeah.
Like I think that's probably.
I mean, I think for all like professional kickers / guys that are
yeah.
that good, it's like it's gonna sound good. Like I guarantee that when give me a golfer, not Bryson DeChambeau because he didn't make
Tiger
it.
Woods.
Okay, well, I guarantee
That's
when
the
Tiger
only
when
golfer I
Tiger
know.
hits a not good ball, it's still gonna sound pretty beautiful.
True, but at
compared
this
to,
level,
like-
yes. But I still think there's still like Mizorowski who can throw 101 and pop the glove, and then there's another pitcher that might throw hard, throws 97.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this case, the kicker, I think it's a matter of a few things.
I think the sound's there, but attempts, like what kicks they're even attempting in college, when the
What
coach
distance?
is willing to send them out at. Like Smack's got 6 kicks over 50 in the last season.
I feel like I'd probably
He was
look
5
at
for 6. He was 83% on his season last year, but he was saying he's a blend of a leg that has pretty decent accuracy short.
I feel like I'd be looking at how are they under pressure too?
Yes.
Like in those situations, how many game-winning kicks did he make
Pressure,
at Florida?
pressure.
How many?
Oh, he made
How many
a-
times did he miss? What was his
Made a
longest?
game
all that
winner
kind of stuff.
in Georgia against Georgia with like 14 seconds on the clock.
I like that
I
he's
went
at
and watched
Florida.
highlights.
I'm glad that he was at Florida because I think that matters. I think kicking at a big school matters.
Got to learn to kick in the
You-
cold
I was
though.
gonna say you don't
Now
want someone who
he's
kick in the
from
cold.
he's from Maryland, and he
Yeah,
did
it's
say.
not cold.
Well, he did
Because
say
he
cold?
goes home on Christmas break to kick balls does
Well,
not mean that you
again,
can make him in the cold here.
he's from Maryland, and he did say. Obviously, kicking like when he grew up kicking in high school, he kicked in cold. But obviously, he's gonna have to learn to do it. Learn to do it again now up in
What
Green
is
Bay.
that?
That's
From
Wedding
Wedding
Crashers.
Crashers.
Crap
Is
kicks
that
in
Bradley
football.
Cooper?
No,
saying
it's
that?
the other guy.
Okay, all right. So 844-770-3776. That's Scarborough Talking text line. List is more. Is it harder for the Packers to replace Mason Crosby than it is to replace Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, isn't it a resounding yes? Like you can't. There's really no disputing it.
Yeah, there's no disputing
Unless
it at this
people don't
point.
think that Love is that good.
Well, I guess that would be the one caveat.
Yeah, and like how much
Love's
you care-
better than any kicker who they've had, though, at the very least.
Oh, without a doubt. Yes, without a doubt. But I think it's just I like asking it just to put it in perspective that it is wild that the Packers have had more success replacing Hall of Fame QBs than they've had currently replacing kickers since Mason Crosby. Obviously, Longwell and Crosby. Was there nobody in between? Was
I
there
don't think so.
A
no.
random year
Not
in there?
that I remember.
I don't know. I mean, kickers, not your. You honestly, you'd remember if they did because
All-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
you know
That's why
it's,
the kickers
it's
are
funny.
so important.
Fans get upset when you're like, "Oh, it's the kicker." Then you're like, "Nah, man, the kicker's so important because when they're bad, it's real bad." I mean,
It's brutal.
Why did the Bears win? McManus. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, like you can. Why did the Packers?
Literally 7 points.
Yeah. Why did the Packers lose some of those close games last year? McManus.
It looks like Dave Rayner was the Packers kicker in 2006
Who the hell's that?
between Longwell and Crosby.
That sounds made up.
Yeah, Rayner.
Shout out to Ryan, the psychedelic advisor. He chimes in on the Carbos Talking text line. List is more, 844-770-3776. He says, good afternoon, fellas and Molly. It's been a while since I've been able to listen to you guys. I miss you guys, and now I'm happy. He also says, I don't think Love is that good, actually. Isn't he a Bears fan?
He is a Bears fan.
Yeah.
He is a Bears fan.
We do all have to admit, and I don't want to talk about now, the talk of Love has just, and this could work in his favor, has just stopped.
Disagree.
Well, no, he's not the main point of discussion right now when you talk Packers.
Well, I just mean in general, like he's less of a darling than he was coming into last season in the offseason.
With Darwin. I thought you were talking more like critically talking about love.
No, I think like people just kind of settled
up.
like this is who he is, and it's not a matter of will he step into the elite. It's just like this is who he is.
I think there's also been more pressing things for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
I.e.
that
like
might be.
But
That
I
might
mean,
be
I mean
right.
on a national
getting an
level, like
extension.
when you're talking about quarterbacks, like he's just not.
Well, quarterbacks are being talked about right now. None.
All of them. Matthew Stafford is being talked about
Yeah,
right
because
now.
Ty
Oh, yeah.
Simpson.
Caleb Williams is being talked about because they just added weapons. Like when you talk about the top quarterbacks, you talk about them all the time. Like the love for love has got a little tarnish on him now.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Well, I do. I also know that Carbon World Health is the place to go for a great workout. You
For a
can-
tarnished body, if you want to fix it.
or a polished body like mine, and you can go there, work out, ask them about semaglutide, ask them about hormone replacement treatment, ask them about cryotherapy and red light therapy, and maybe they can even help your kicking game. Go check out Carbon World Health. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Just say you like it. It's not. There's nothing cool about the band. It is objectively
find
not
it cool.
cool.
I find
you
it cool.
like it.
Okay, I like it because it's cool.
It's not cool.
It can be cool to Matt. Like
Yeah,
things can
no.
be cool to other people
Look,
if they're cool to you.
I like Star Wars. I
He's
know it's
so
nerdy as
judgmental.
hell.
No, Star Wars is
so
cool.
judgmental. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
When
Neither
I
is Star
dressed up
Trek,
in my
none of
Star
it.
Wars outfit,
it
that
wasn't
was
that
cool.
cool.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
As a first-generation student, I initially joined the military to ensure I could afford college, and I had a lot of self-doubt. But at Madison College, there are so many resources extended to me, and I feel supported and confident to reach my goals. Best of all, I'll be able to transfer to a 4-year college debt-free. My advice to others, believe in yourself and your future. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, windows, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust celebrating 120 years in 2026 with transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you. They protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Madison College has been around for over 100 years right here in our community, and they're helping students build their futures. They've grown to 7 campuses all across South Central Wisconsin, including 3 right here in Madison. And if you're not in Madison, they've got campuses in Fort Atkinson, Portage, Reedsburg, and Watertown, plus tons of online and hybrid options so you can make school fit your schedule, just like I did. Madison College has over 200 different programs to choose from, whether it's associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, or apprenticeships. You can learn more and schedule a tour at madisoncollege.edu.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. Matt Hamilton with us in the Everlight Solar Studio. Prime time. Will or shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking Text line. List is more. We're talking about the 216th pick in the NFL draft, Trey Smack from Florida. Matt's guy, just on name vibes alone. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So,
he's a kicker.
And only because Jagger Burton is not actually pronounced Jaeger Burton. If that was the case, we all know who Matt's guy would be today.
Yeah, maybe you correcting my pronunciation affected a little bit on who my guy was going to be.
Did you not know about
that?
that?
I wanted to go with consistency, and I've been a stan for the Packers kickers. Everyone they brought in since Crosby.
Those have been your guys.
But
and look at what happened.
Yes. Also, you've been a stand for people named similar to Booze. Evan Williams.
Mhm.
You love him for that specific reason. He happens to be good at football, so that's just like a bonus for you.
That's a big bonus.
Yeah. So
They just need to get somebody named Coors.
right.
I'd be in. A kicker named Coors would be sick.
What would the last Coors?
Why would you think that wouldn't be cool?
I think it would.
Because you were about to say something. You were going to be like, oh, that doesn't sound cool.
Well, no,
yeah, it does.
It's just an uncommon name is the thing.
Like a
Take 'em
last
they
name
can.
though.
What's that?
Like a last name
Oh,
Coors.
I
Ever
would
met someone named Coors?
No,
shut
but
up
I
and
guarantee
take
they
my money.
exist.
I would buy that jersey in a heartbeat.
Or Molson. What if their name was Molson? Molson sounds like a first name. Kind of like one of those like weird like Gen
first
Z
name?
ones.
Yeah. Molson Light.
Sounds like an old man name.
Really? But that's
Molson?
Gen Z.
Which one of us
Oh.
looks like we'd be a Molson? He looks like a Molson.
Yes.
Who are you pointing to?
Matt.
Matt Hamilton.
Matt
is a Molson.
looks like he'd be a
Molson
Molson.
Hamilton. That's official
name.
name change there for Matt Hamilton. So
You're welcome.
the Packers, in my opinion, the biggest impact guy they may have drafted could be the kicker. And Goody had some interesting takes on the draft as far as does the NFL draft affect your Super Bowl prospects in year one? And it was an interesting take. We have it, so let's hear it because I get what he's getting at, but I disagree.
For many years, but how much closer do you feel over the last 3 days that you and the team got to the ultimate goal of obviously getting back to the Super Bowl and winning?
Yeah, I think, when you're looking at the draft, most seasons are determined by the guys that are coming back, not necessarily the guys who are getting to the draft. These guys are just starting their NFL journey, and there's so much in front of them. And I feel really good about all of them, and I think they're going to have, a chance to have an opportunity to be very good players in this league. But you don't win the Super Bowl during the draft, But certainly, I felt like over the course of this 3 days that we did some good things to help our football team and help the group that's coming back. It remains to be seen how these guys' NFL careers will go.
And obviously, a statement like you don't win the Super Bowl through the draft in a vacuum goes completely against his draft and develop. But I think what he's getting at is you don't win a Super Bowl with like the players you pick that year in the draft. But I would look at like Philadelphia a couple years ago, Cooper DeJean, and they had 2 or 3 other guys who were rookies who made an impact immediately. Like you can. You don't have to rely on it, but you can. You can add impact players. So that's the question I want to ask. Good football teams still have the ability to add impact players and still have the need to add impact players in the NFL draft year one. You might not have to, but they can be elevators. They can be the X factor that lifts you to a Super Bowl, that lifts you from where the Packers are at right now, and you look at paper and you go, I don't know if they're there outside of one of their current players really making a big jump, and maybe that happens, but an impact player in the draft can change everything for a lot of teams, and they don't even have to be first-rounders. Impact players have come in. So the question I have for everyone out there, 844-770-3776, that's the Carbos Talking text line. Lists is more. Our side of the limit poll question is, how many instant impact players did the Packers draft this year?
Okay, I've got 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Describe impact to me.
Making the field on a regular clip and not being like a liability.
That's providing a role.
So what for you, impact is like
Trace Mack, if he comes in as your starting kicker, then he's an impact. Yes.
Right, and he's one of them.
Okay. And I think if you think about the Cooper DeJean, right? Like, he was one of the stars of that defense, that team.
Totally
that year
was,
they won.
but when they drafted him, they probably didn't think, like, this guy's going to take us to a Super Bowl. Players work out. Like, you don't go into the third round and be like, I'm going to take this player because they're going to be an impact player. You hope they're going to be good.
I just want
and
you
they
to
prove themselves.
Yeah, so who else do you think is going to come in and prove themselves this year? So we want something closer to Cooper DeJean, not a rotational player. Rotational player is not an impact player.
Okay, well, that's fair. Then I do think Cisse might be a player that works his way into that starting role and is a good corner for us because we
in
don't.
Year one?
In year one, because we don't have.
That would be if he's a starter for half the season, he's an impact player.
Okay, then I would say Cisse. He was the first guy I thought.
Okay.
Obviously Smack, because if he wins the job, he's the kicker. He's going to be an impact player, good or bad. He's going to make an impact. And I really like the Chris McClellan pick because we're going to need that run defense, the stopping the run in the middle. We got Javon Hargrave to go alongside him as like run stoppers. I think there's a need there, especially with Wyatt being out for a limited time for injury. I think he could make an impact, and I don't know this for certain, Jim. Maybe you can clarify. Is Gannon going back to like a 3-4?
Well, so McClellan was brought in to be kind of a 0 or 1 technique defensive tackle, which that's more of a
3-4 style.
Yes.
Right.
Even
so
Matt
that's
LaFleur, even they asked him about this on Friday night after the second round. They asked, like, are you transitioning to 3-4? He's like, it's a fluid situation. We're not saying yes or no, but everyone knows they're clearly transitioning to a 3-4 defense. Yeah. That's the expectation.
So that kind of opens up another spot for a run stopper, bigger framed kind of guy to like step in. You could probably run Wyatt, Hargrave, and him on the down 3, put Parsons on the outside, and maybe Van Ness on the other. So I see him being like a guy who finds a starting role early.
So I will say impact. If you're starting more than 8 games, you made an impact.
Okay. Then I might throw 4 in there, Jagger Burton, just because our offensive line is in a little bit of disarray. If he can lock up the center and be the guy in the center, everyone else can play the positions they're supposed to play.
Molly?
I only have one guy on here, and that's Brandon Cisse. And the reason is because I think that the corners for this team are so bad. And granted, I don't know a ton about him. Honestly, didn't even know how to say his name until he got drafted. But I did look into him a little bit and just getting some different comps based on like other cornerbacks that the Packers have had. It sounds like he's like an Eric Stokes type, that he could have a higher ceiling. So hopefully with that. But honestly, I just think that this cornerback room is just not great. And Carrington Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon, those players, that it's like, how good do you need to be in order to be an impact starter on the secondary? I don't think he needs to do that much.
Well, and also, and I agree with you, there's one, and it's not a set thing, and it's not exactly how you want to do it, but Cisse, we have to assume at some point either Valentine or Nixon will miss some time with injury too. So I do think he has a long way to go, though. So he's athletic, is what I wrote down here. These are the highlights from it. Athletic, unrefined, and versatile. Like, they think he can play inside or outside. He's not great. He can get kind of reading. Like, he's not intuitive right now as a football player. But he is very fast, and he's got very long arms. He's not a great tackler. So those are all things can be fixed. But that's, like, he's still got some ways to go to be ready week 1, but maybe halfway through the season he improves on all those things and kind of just more of an instinctual football player. And what I written down for McClellan, off of multiple things, was inconsistent and listed as a rotational lineman. Danny Dennis Sutton is a guy
That's the only other name that I was looking at.
but I think he's going to have a lot of. He won't start and he'll fill in a lot of different spots. I don't know if he'll have like big splash plays.
Right.
Because some of the things I read says he'll struggle in the NFL because he doesn't have a lot of moves. He's just big and strong, but he doesn't have actual. But a high floor guy. So I think he could come in and be in the rotation, and you'll see his name a lot.
He's an RAS guy, kind of like Lucas Van Ness. He's a freak, but you're right, Jim. He got away with winning on strength, and you're not going to get away with that in the NFL.
And that's not me. I'm just reading off of The Athletic and ESPN's reports.
I do like that you said Jager, though, because I do think that there's a very real chance, especially with how this offensive line is constructed, that he does get decent playing time this season.
Positional flexibility is what I wrote down. That was the biggest plus for him right
Which
now.
one of these guys do you think has the clearest direction to just getting on the field?
Cisse.
Cisse is?
Just because it's such a weak group that.
All right, if we have to let's take the kicker out. Can we take the kicker out?
Actually, I don't think. I think McManus is
the
going
kicker very well could be he very well could be the Packers starting kicker this year.
Is it a hot take to say I think McManus takes his job, wins his job, and keeps his job?
McManus keeps the job?
I don't think it's
That's
a
not
hot take.
For the entire season.
Yep.
I think there's
the entire season is where you got me like.
I think
that's going to happen.
I think there's a 75% chance that happens.
There's going to be a panic.
I think Smack's going to get him, and they're going to like that rookie contract a lot more than what they're paying McManus. And let's get out of it.
I mean, McManus is making what, $2 million?
He's got 1 or 2 more years. I think he might have 2 more years on his contract.
They did sign a 3-year extension towards the end of the season, or maybe right after the
but
season.
I feel like it was like pocket change for what the Packers.
No, but you can get out of it. It's a kicker contract, and you got a guy who's probably like $1 million.
The Packers are definitely going to leave it open, but I just think that they're going to go with the veteran unless McManus is injured again, and that's why I think this is most definitely where he's going to fill in.
I just think there's a very real chance that Matt LaFleur is going to have a mid-season panic if Brandon McManus misses multiple kicks. He's going to have a mid-season panic, and he's going to be like, oh, crap, we need to fix something. What is it going to be? Kicker.
So how many impact players do you have out of this draft?
I'll say I'll either say 1 or 2. I can't decide.
Go with 2.
Okay, fine.
I'm going with 4.
And you got me with Jager.
I'm going 1.
Jager and Cisse for me.
Potential impact players out of this draft who I would say would have a starter level impact on this team year 1, it's Cisse. That's it. I think Danny Dennis Sutton will be playing a lot, and I think you're going to love his value. We never do this. We never go, hey, you know what? In the 4th round, if we get a guy that just plays a bunch of snaps and is just reliable to be where we need him to be, and he plays out his contract with us and makes no major mistakes and a few splash plays, what a pick.
Yeah.
And isn't that what we said with Kingsley Enagbare, though? That what you described is exactly what Kingsley Enagbare was.
Yeah.
Yes, once it gets going, but I do this too. Like, all fans will be like, but also maybe he's the next Micah Parsons. Like, maybe
he's also he is from Penn State as well.
Right.
They're both Micah Parsons.
And Domani Jackson. Maybe he'll be great, or maybe he'll be a nice special teams player, that cornerback from Alabama. The
6th-round pick, especially if that's all
we
he ends
all
up being.
do this.
I do like that he played at Alabama.
Former 5-star recruit.
Yep. Alabama. Hey, it means something that he's a corner from Alabama.
It meant a lot. How many great defensive players have the Packers been raking in from Georgia?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and also
handful.
Domani Jackson was benched midway through the season at Alabama this past season.
Why did he get benched? Just because he sucks?
For his play, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of different reasons.
No, it wasn't any off-field issues. It was just
so did Type Simpson, but he's going to be the franchise quarterback.
That's because his dad is best friends with Les
Got benched towards the end of the year.
Oh, really?
The Rams might have made a good pick with that either, Matt. I mean, Domani Jackson was picked in the 6th round for a reason.
I do have some text on the Carbos Talking text line. List is more 844-770-3776. Chris from Manitowish Water says half of a player, our 4th-round Penn State kid, he will make half the impact. That's it. Everyone else is too raw. He also says because we will need him until Parsons comes back to do something. Also, Adam in Mount Horeb says Goody traded up for Smack. He better be the guy. And then unnamed in the 60, or actually, Adam in Mount Horeb also says definitely need a Miller time. That's a good name. While unnamed in the 608 says Matt kind of looks like a Gus.
Weird,
right?
I can take that.
Gus?
I love Matt Hamilton.
Gus Bus.
That's my cat's
grandfather
name.
called me Gus.
Yeah, that was
my
your
entire
nickname.
life. It was my nickname from
That's
Grandpa.
right.
Cashing birthday checks to Gus at 19 years old.
So this might be a family member of Matt. We have no idea.
Where did Gus?
Or that's just crazy universe.
Yeah,
I think it's just a crazy universe because
Unnamed
I
in the
doubt
608.
anyone is listening in my family.
Where did the Gus nickname come from? Like, what was the reason for it? Like, just, oh, you look like a Gus, Matt.
My parents joked that when, like, Mom was pregnant with me, they're like, oh, what are you having? They're like, it's a boy. And they're like, do you know what you're naming him? I'm like, Gus. Just to, like, get him off their back. And he was like, I love it. Gus is such a great name. Strong name. And it just, I was Gus from then on.
Strong like bull.
Strong name.
I like
no
that.
one's ever said that about the name Gus. Come
That's
on.
a good, strong name.
It is a good, strong
It's
name.
also my cat's name, but
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that's a
your cat's
strong name.
the little one, yeah. Gustafer, Gus Bus, Gussie. Those are all the
Remember
names.
Gus Bus? That was the exciting days of Badger basketball recently.
I would like to
Gus
just,
Yolden.
I would just like
Oh,
to
wow.
point out
Remember him?
to everyone,
I was thinking of a different Gus Bus.
I thought he was going to stink. And it was,
The cat?
no.
Hey, no, we're talking about the cat, not the Gus Bus.
The cat.
Don't know which one.
The cat has had a better run than Gus Bus did here.
Yeah, fair.
But the fact that he played for like 17 high school teams and didn't look like a Division I athlete just had me very worried. And he did not
I
too.
don't remember you having that opinion. I feel like you were a big Gus Bus guy.
No, when people try to talk
Oh
me into
no,
it
don't
because
you know?
no.
I think he was.
Oh,
Let's
no.
not like
Oh,
a real life
You just vote. Vote. Jim, Matt, and Molly. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Okay, Jim, the
There's
phone's
his
on. Say your take now about Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur.
Nope, that's a photo. That's a photo, not a video.
League sources are telling me that Jim Rutledge needs to hold his phone further back.
Link sources tell me you guys need to learn to listen.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Any night is a great night for Pizza Hut, and they've got your next meal covered. Score a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Want a different vibe? Go with original pan, thin and crispy, or Chicago Tavern style. Big flavor, big savings, just $10. Whether it's game night, movie night, or just dinner tonight, this deal delivers. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
My fiance wanted to incorporate me in the process of picking out my engagement ring. And we went to Chalmers, and that was the first place that we went to look for rings.
The staff educated us right away, and we felt very comfortable, and I learned a lot about diamonds.
Chalmers did a great job explaining the process to us, the type of grade of the diamond.
Just from the second you walk in, I mean, there's somebody who's taking you over, showing you exactly what you want in your price range.
I think that my ring is the most beautiful ring I've ever seen, thanks to Chalmers Jewelers.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. They are Madison's family-owned. They are Madison's custom jeweler, and they have some amazing pre-owned and vintage watches over at their Middleton location. And, of course, custom jewelry is available at both locations, Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Morshan behind the glass.
If you want to go look at watches, hit me up. I will go with you.
Okay.
Love watches.
All right, yeah.
This is for the listeners, but also you, Jimmy.
I would love, I will take you, but I would love for like a listener to be like, hey, Matt, can I schedule a time to just go look at watches with Chalmers with you?
100%.
And Matt does love watches. He is definitely 100% honest in that take right there.
He literally has one tattooed on his wrist.
I do.
That you cover up with a watch every day.
Well, in case I forget my watch, I'll still have my watch.
Yeah, because you use it for the time, right?
Well, it says you're late in the face of my tattoo watch.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that. That's funny.
I made it look like the little number hashes.
How many how many instant impact players did the Packers draft in this year's NFL draft? 844-770-3776. That's the Carbo Stock and Text line. List is more. I have 1. Molly has 2, and Matt, in true Matt Hamilton fashion, has 4. Ryan?
Not a homer.
I'm not a homer. I'm just seeing this draft class for what it is.
What it is, like, it'd be great if they got
diamonds
4
in the rough.
contributors.
I don't know if any team in the NFL is going to have 4 instant impact players.
Well, here's
from
the thing. We got a
draft.
kicker, and they wouldn't draft a kicker. They wouldn't blow 2 7th-round picks to go up and get 1 if they weren't going to stack the deck in his favor over, oh my gosh, McManus anyway. Like,
they're also paying McManus a fair amount of money, and I don't know.
Which is exactly why they would like to move on from him.
Ryan, what's your number out of this?
I would say probably 2. I'm not going to say exactly how many because it's a crapshoot. It's the draft. And they only had 6 players. Like, when you only have 6 players, to hit on 2 of them who are instant impact players would be outstanding. I think going into the draft, only having 8 picks, coming away with 6, shows that Goody and the Packers didn't feel like there's a ton of draftable players this year. And I think that's why they went up and got Smack, is because they were like, there's no one in the 7th round worth 7th round picks. So why don't we just package them up and then we'll get a kicker who, honestly, I don't think will make a real impact out next year.
Now,
I think they're going to stash him, and then that way they have a succession plan in place for McManus after the season.
If they didn't think he could be an impact player, they would have just waited till their 7th-round pick to take him.
Well, no, because they thought another team might take him.
They think he's a future impact player.
I think that it's what the Packers always do. It's the draft and develop mentality of, like, have the next guy ready to go so that when you're drafting a year at a time at all times.
I just don't see them having 2 kickers on the roster.
I do.
They put them on the
They
practice
did all of
squad.
last year.
Okay.
Well, injury. Like, they never knew if McManus, pulled his hammy in the middle of a kick.
I think that's part of why they drafted him, too, is because they just don't trust McManus' health. Because it seemed like there's a bit of a disconnect between him and the team.
They don't trust his health. They don't trust Havensack to kick, period.
Havensack?
What's his name?
Haversick.
How many sacks does he have?
Havrissick.
What did I say, Havensack?
Yes.
No. Wait. I don't know what you said.
Who's on first?
That's what I meant.
distracted by
Haversick, though. I meant Haversick. They clearly don't trust Haversick if they're going to move up and take a kicker. I'm telling you, they want Smack to be the starting kicker.
You want
next year.
Smack to be the
Yeah,
kicker.
I think so.
No,
I agree.
You just wanna say,
I don't
"Smack
think
that."
I don't think you waste 2
What's
picks.
that song? Smack that?
Goody
All on
talks
the
about,
floor.
and we've
that.
talked
Give
about
me
it.
some
Bites at the
more.
apple
Till
are
you
what
get sore.
Goody wants.
Maybe not. Till Brandon McManus gets sore.
Till that quad gets sore.
And I do think that's why they got him. They got him as insurance. I don't think they got him to be the starter. I think if there's anyone who's going to make a clear impact week 1, it is Denai Dennis Sutton, the 4th-round pick from Penn State, the guy we were talking about. Because DDS. Like, truly, like, without Micah Parsons
dentist. Can we call him the dentist?
That is his nickname, which is actually a great nickname. The dentist is hilarious.
No, it really
I mean,
is.
his
Yes,
name is
that's what that's what
Deny.
Denai Dennis Sutton, yeah.
Deny the run. Deny the pass.
There's so much available
So,
opportunities.
so is he going to be the guy that steps in for those first few weeks when
So
Micah Parsons
that's
likely isn't playing?
That's my question. I'm looking at their depth chart right now. It is like Lucas Van Ness will almost definitely be a starter week 1. And then after that, it's Brenton Cox, it's Aaron Mosby, Barron Sorrell, Colin Oliver. Like, why shouldn't Denai Dennis end up starting over those guys?
I
for
think
the first 4
DDS
weeks?
will definitely be a part of it.
And that's why I think if we're talking about impact player, like starts more than 8 games his rookie season, like, I mean, that's halfway there for him. So I would say he's the surest bet to be an impact player.
Isn't he just Lucas Van Ness with a couple more reps in college?
He had far more production in college and actually started. He started 33 games over the last 2 years. Lucas Van Ness, I think, started like 2 his entire career. And he wasn't a rotational player. He was an every down player. Like,
Right.
he's far more proven. And you're right. He is in the same mold of, like, he's the twitched up athlete. He has his RAS score was a
It's through the roof.
996.
Yeah.
On a scale of 0 to 10. Like, this is Goody's favorite player ever. But instead of Lucas Van Ness, who they drafted off of traits with no production in the first round, they drafted a guy with traits and production in the fourth. Like,
It's
there's
a
no
perfect fourth-round pick. I don't know what'll come of it.
It was a very smart move.
If he's
I agree.
If he's
I
Lucas
think it was
Van Ness in the fourth round, that's actually a pick.
That's great.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you found like your number 2 pass rusher in the fourth round, you take that every time.
If he's your number 3 and he's rotational in the fourth round, that's actually really helpful.
And if anything, I think most of the things I've read say that starting early on, he'll be like a designated pass rusher. He should really just be on the field for those situations, maybe third downs. But even if you're doing that all year, maybe you're not starting every game. But if you're playing 30 to 40% of snaps and like actually like contributing on like sacks or pressures or throwaways, like that's huge.
They
Like,
actually project him to be a better run defense guy.
I've seen there's a few questions about whether he can actually like get off blocks in the run game, and that's one of the questions. He's a bigger guy, like he's taller,
He's
like
up-
6'5".
he's too upright.
He's too tall, yes.
Yeah.
And he's not like his actual weight isn't quite big enough to be like a true run stop.
Field Yates and Mel Kiper over here.
I read a lot about this guy.
No, exactly.
But I'm just saying, I think that's why I think he can make an instant impact, because he has all the things you're looking for, and especially to be like a high value rotational player. Now, and I think
Is that an impact player, though? If this guy comes
Yes,
in as the third pass rusher and he does it all season, I'm asking Jim because he declared what impact is.
That's
no,
fair
for
point.
real. Is a guy that maybe doesn't start at all but plays all 17 games
But the difference here is he will probably start the first 4 games because Micah Parsons was
Yep.
What are we setting this as? Like, because again,
You can't
8 is like the bar, like the bare minimum to even be considered a impactful.
To,
Like
like,
Cooper
play
DeJean is
in?
what we're talking about.
I would
Like,
also say Cooper DeJean with the Eagles, when you look at his stats his
Yeah.
rookie year, like he didn't start towards the back half of
But
the
it was
season.
clear.
I agree, but I
Yes.
think the most important thing is you want guys who are making impacts in the playoffs.
Well, that's why I said 8, because it's like, hey, if some of these guys can kind of improve throughout the year,
Exactly.
and then pop off later on, great. But I would say I think DDS is going to be a nice rotational player. I think he's going to be what they thought Sorrell was going to be last year, and I don't think he's going to make some massive impact in every game in and game out. But I think he's going to be a good player who will play 30% of their plays, which is a hell of a 4th-round pick. But like when we're talking about, there's more than just that. I mean, you can look down the road. Colston Loveland, impact player.
He was just like the 9th overall pick.
Okay, Luther Burden,
What
impact player.
Was he a mid-second round
Second
pick?
round pick, yes.
True, but even then,
Kyle Monungai, impact player,
but
7th round.
when did Luther Burden start making an impact?
Again, it doesn't have
Towards
to
the
be
end
week
of the
1. That's
season
why I
after
said
Roma
like 8
Dunze got
starts.
it. I think that's going to be the big question.
Yes.
Just who gets injured ahead of these guys. Like I think either Brandon Cisse or who they took in the second round, Chris McClellan. I think either of those guys could be the other impact player, just because like their path to getting on the field is the shortest.
Yes, I agree.
And I think that they have the traits and they have like they have some pretty proven production too. And Cisse is the one who I think has the higher ceiling ultimately. That's why he was a second round pick. But Chris McClellan seems like a guy who could be a good rotational pass rusher. And if Javon Hargrave or Devontae Wyatt get injured, yeah, exactly,
big boy.
If they get injured at some point during the season, then he could be pushed up into more reps, and that you're making an impact. Now, are you a net positive, or are you like elevating the defense around you, or like just really, wins above replacement, if you will? Like that's another question to me.
So
I think
for me, this whole thing is like, what is it good for? I didn't know what you said at first. I just heard.
What?
I hadn't heard you in a while. And I just heard, ha! And I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
what?
saying, they kind of freaked me out.
I said war.
Yeah, I know.
He
I
said
was
wins
like-
above replacement.
Guys, we should have involved Molly because she just broke.
No. If I don't have anything valuable to contribute, I'm not going to contribute.
Matt. No, I'm just kidding, Matt. You plot.
I'm the star.
Yes. I know you think
to
you
be
are the
here.
star. Yes. War. Huh.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Shout out to Roos
That's
Chris. You
just
remember when we were at Roos Chris, and that's when I learned what war is? Because we were talking about some Brewers player that probably isn't on the roster anymore.
we're probably. I think we were talking about Matt's guy. We were talking about
No, we weren't talking about the
Joey
Derminator.
Ortiz, maybe.
Yeah. That's who it was.
Oh yeah, it was Joey Ortiz.
Learned it at Roos Chris.
He stinks.
He's been a bad batter
If I had to
lately.
bet, he's negative war. This is Jim Matt and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Wisconsin football made history over the weekend, albeit not great history, as for the first time since 1978, the Badgers did not have a single player selected in the NFL draft. However, several players were signed as undrafted free agents, including Nazir Forkurine, who wasn't allowed to play in 2025 due to the NCAA. He went to the Rams. Linebacker Mason Reiger to the Dolphins, wide receiver Vinny Anthony to the Falcons, and tight end Lance Mason to the Seahawks, among others.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
I'm Isaac Miller, Wisconsin born, Wisconsin built, and proud to be wearing Cardinal white in the future. That's why teaming up with Iron Jock just makes sense. It's the gear that's made for how we live up here. Early mornings, late nights, and putting in that work when nobody's watching. Iron Jock isn't about flash. It's about showing up, staying tough, and representing where you're from. If you're built the same way, you already get it. Iron Jock, Wisconsin grit, every day.
Hey, this is Matt's Chicago Doppelganger. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
In Middleton is where Molly learned about war, but you can learn more than just about wins above replacement at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. You can talk to Kevin, the bartender. He'll tell you about all the fantastic wines available there, make you a great cocktail. Lee can tell you what separates Ruth's Chris Steakhouse from every other place in the Madison area. So go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton if you want to have that next level experience. The war for Ruth's Chris is like infinite.
Agreed. USDA prime beef, baby.
Ugh, I want a steak. I want
Do
I
it.
want a steak real bad. You know what? This is the best compliment. Is I have had teammates come up to me, not fans yet, because I got to get out in the world. I got to get to Ruth's Chris.
Yeah, you got to get out in the world, Molly.
But no, I've gotten some compliments from teammates saying like, "Oh my gosh, I was watching the NHL playoffs this weekend, and all I saw was Jennifer Coolidge like ad commercials, and they were like, all I could think about was you doing your impersonation." I'm like, great.
I want to sign up for a new credit card real bad.
Yeah. I just want to max on my credit card real bad. Just go to Ruth's Chris and just swipe that card real bad. Get a nice steak sandwich. Real bad.
Every sentence doesn't have to end in real bad.
But it does. Because I get it. Like, I have a crutch. Like, it's awesome, baby. Like, you have to do it.
Go back to your baseline.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only way you can, if someone...
Awesome with the capital A!
Yes, you have to find your starting point.
Just need Kevin and Lee to give me a nice meal and a nice real bad.
Finish that off, cocktail. Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, Ryan, Primetime Warshine Behind the Glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Call us 844-770-3776. That's Carl was talking. Text line list is more. Our signing limit of poll question is, how many instant impact players did the Packers draft this year?
4.
39% of you agree with me.
1?
1.
How many say 4?
31% of you say 2. 23% of you say 3+.
Yeah.
So nobody said 4, but a few people said 3 or more.
Drew on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel is talking to himself.
Yeah, what's going on there? I looked up and
he's
it's
arguing with himself.
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to read
He's
through
real
all
mad.
of these. He says the only guys who aren't serious contenders to be starters are DDS, Dentist, and Domani Jackson.
That's what I put down for my impact players.
Just because you put it down doesn't mean you're going to be right, Matt.
Well, Drew agrees with me, is all I'm saying.
Drew is also having an argument with himself on YouTube. So
I've had arguments with myself, too. Been there, Drew.
I don't know, but we appreciate you chiming on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, so I'm good with that. But you can go vote over there, too, on how many instant impact players do you think that the Packers will have this
While
year.
you're over there voting, like, subscribe, make sure to comment. It really helps the channel.
So, like, the funny thing is, Drew's doing what we all do with the draft, and I'm just as guilty of it, of like, hey, these guys are all like...
Yeah. You talk about their highlights.
Right.
No one talks about their lowlights.
But realistically...
I don't think about that, though. Like, I genuinely don't think like that because I don't know if Brian Gutekunst has been that good at drafting. Like, you look at, obviously, it's the first round that we always have a problem with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, second round and beyond isn't terrible for him. But, like, I look at Brian Gutekunst and I'm like, I'm not really expecting much from him. I'm not expecting him to be able to evaluate talent and football guys very much. Now, that's a huge part of his job, but, like, that's not the part that I think he excels at.
Well, I mean, it is his job, but the best GMs put the best scouts around them and, like, take what they learn from them and make an informed
And do you feel
fit.
like the Packers have done that the last few years?
No, I think Goody's got, like you said, I think Goody's got a system. Now, Lucas Van Ness with this high RAS score in the 12th overall slot, like, maybe not great. DDS in the 4th round with a higher RAS score and more production in college, like, that seems like a really smart move.
So does it matter as you talk about this draft and your excitement level for it? Mel Kiper from ESPN gave it a C+, and The Athletic had it as the 26th ranked class. Now, very important to note, Micah Parsons is part of this class in theory. They're just basing off but they're basing it off the actual picks, not the idea. So there's two separate conversations to have. Micah Parsons, although we can talk about, I think that was a win-win for both teams, but Micah Parsons to the Packers is an absolute win for the Packers. And now they, on the actual picks, they're kind of viewed. And this doesn't mean this doesn't mean anything. This has a lot to do with what these draft nicks feel about it, what the perceived value of where they're picked goes into it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going off of that, that's why that Dennis Sutton is the guy. Like, that's why everyone's extra excited, because he was a top 100 player that you're able to get in the 4th round at 120. And anytime you can do that, you're just going to feel excited about that. Mm-hmm. And I get that. Realistically, if the Packers, if all these guys, let's say Cisse through Smack, all are on the roster, that's like that's already like a C+ draft. If they don't do anything, if they all make the team, which probably won't happen.
Right.
And so, like, that's the funnier thing. And it's not just the Packers. We're just all guilty of this.
Oh, 100%.
The most likely scenario, McClellan and DDS will be like nice rotational type defensive players that will walk and get an okay contract in a couple of years. And Cisse will be something along a Valentine type or Nixon type corner.
I don't know how you guys are with drafts, but I feel like for myself, I more so look at what positions did they draft. Are those the places that they needed to, right? Like cornerback and all the different things there. And then I look at the schools because I'm like, okay, are these schools like heavy competition? Is it, like there's Bama, there's Florida, there's Penn State, South Carolina, like. So I look at those because I'm like, okay, they played against talented teams. They played against other good teams in the country. So that's more so how I look at it versus like the actual player, because you're never going to know what the hell they're going to do in the NFL versus college. So to me, I look at it and I'm like, okay, the Packers address most of their needs. Now, I'm a little bit still concerned about the offensive line. Like, I feel like right now I would feel better about this team today than I did prior to the draft. After this offseason or after this last season, is if they would still have Rasheed Walker and Elton Jenkins on the team. Because if you still had those key guys on the offensive line, like I would just feel like, okay, there's at least some veterans. There's like, it feels like this is still part of our team from before. And you just added some of these new guys to make your defense better. Oh, and now you have another center that you brought it. Like, I feel like I would just feel a lot.
If they kept those two.
I mean,
like Jenkins was playing center.
I get it. And they still have like Sean.
So was Sean Ryan.
True. But, like, if he is versatile and they still needed somebody on the offensive line, like, then you're still bolstering that, too. So, like, I'd feel better about this if those two guys were still on this team, or at least one of those guys was on the team. And I know we can't go back in history and replace all that, but that would make me feel better, where now I'm just still like, what the heck are they going to be?
I mean, I love that they addressed it, and they got a guy.
But they addressed one of their two losses. I mean, there still feels like there's another guy that they're missing on the O-line. Don't you agree?
Well,
also, like,
they've got a handful of players, and some guys didn't get as many. Now, granted, they might not have gotten opportunity because they weren't good enough. But sometimes those players, like, once they get their crack, they're able to prove themselves. They didn't really, there's guys that aren't practice guys.
But then they got Jacob Monk, a center in the 5th round a couple years ago, and he's never even like set foot on the field.
Being allergic to cold water, that's your first red flag. That was an issue. But I don't feel, especially I think if they put this guy at center and they can move Sean Ryan back out to guard, I feel better about the O-line a lot more than I did pre-draft.
I just want to point out that a lot would be he's a versatile player. He might not be a center. He might just be a guard.
I just like Sean Ryan at guard. I like better. I mean, granted,
but
they got better.
Like, this is classic. I love it. This is classic draft stuff. This guy I've never seen play center in the NFL. A lot of people thinking on it being a guard. I want him at center.
Well, he played guard in college as well.
I know.
So that's why he's versatile.
Right. I know. But and you're doing the same thing that I do. It's like, well, I'm lukewarm on our center. This guy's new. I have never seen anything bad about him, so let's just put him in at center.
Yeah, well, these are the things that people do around the drafts because it's enjoyable, and they like it. I love this.
You're doing the same thing that all fans do. It's Jim Matt Mob, presented by Coors Light.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports and Update brought to you by The Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as Jim Rutledge and Riley Yauk take all things Wisconsin Badgers football, basketball, and more. The Jump Around every Thursday at 12:30 on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And we're talking about a low point for Badgers football this past weekend as in the NFL draft, the Wisconsin Badgers did not have a player selected in the draft for the first time since 1978. That's when Dave McClain was still the head coach of Madison. Heavy expectations on head coach Luke Fickell as he goes into his 4th season as head coach next year. But as I said, the 2026 NFL Draft is in the books, and we've been breaking it down all day on ESPN Madison. Packers came into the draft with 8 picks, came away with 6 players. That's the fewest made in Brian Gutekunst's tenure as the Packers GM. It was his 9th draft at the helm. Now, did Goody do enough to overcome the Packers' losses this offseason? Stay tuned as we continue reacting next right here on Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN. Plus, find all of today's ESPN Madison shows available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Second off, Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim.
He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Beach vacation or mountain trip?
Beach.
Texting or calling?
Text.
Music or podcast?
Music.
He did pretty good, but he lied.
Lied?
Texting or calling? Jim is a caller. He is not a texter.
Yeah, Jim's a big
He's
caller.
such a liar. He just picked the first one. That's not a lie. Yes, it is. You call all the time. It's like, why do I have to talk to you on the phone?
Jim.
You call me, and if I don't answer, you call Ryan. And if he doesn't answer, you call Big Papa.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power somewhat in the Everlight Solar Studio. I am not clearly bringing the normal it is, because if I go beyond what I did there, I would start coughing. So I'm still working my way back from, I don't know what.
Molly did abbreviated it is as well, and I wasn't. We had a whole
I don't
couple minutes about it.
Here's what it is I don't want to be you. And I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be my own. I want to be my own star of this show too, Matt.
Yeah, there's no requirement for anyone to do
we're going to
it
workshop it.
Yeah.
Remember, we're workshopping this.
Yeah,
Yes.
what is Molly's catchphrase, guys?
We don't know yet. We're working on it.
I got a lot of catchphrases.
Literally.
This is
Savage.
literally Jim, Matt, and Molly.
That's not
There you go. Yes, there you go.
No, that's pretty bad. People would turn us off as soon as they heard my voice.
Literally.
You can start with your Jennifer Coolidge.
This is literally Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I want to
Real
listen to
bad.
Jim, Matt, and Molly real bad.
You can go with, like, what a beautiful day to be alive, or whatever.
Isn't that breast thing?
I know, that's what I was kidding. That one's terrible.
Who the hell gives whether Ben Russell?
Or I can be like Strofe. Yeah, it is. And I'm Alex Strofe hosting
No
Jim,
idea.
Matt, and Molly.
Irrelevant.
Remember that used to be his thing?
Uh-huh.
Ryan?
Yeah, I remember. He still does it.
Or I can be like, Ryan, good afternoon, Madison.
I mean,
I'm Ryan Walsh. I'm with your ESPN Sports Center update.
All right. 844-770-3776.
What's your catchphrase, Matt? And also, what, you ready to do the Sports Center at 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, it's Matt Hamilton.
Hey,
That's how Matt would start the show.
With the wave, too.
if I started the show,
fans.
Hello.
This is Matt Hamilton.
Hello,
Nice to
okay.
meet you.
Jim would introduce me, and I'd chime in with a little hello. So maybe I would just stick with hello.
You just do hello? Not,
Yeah.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Just hello.
I was thinking
Well,
of
I
Adele.
would start with hello and then get into
Is
the
it
Jim,
me
Matt, and
you
Molly
were
part.
looking for?
Like, Jim starts with it is, right? Molly's would be
I am.
literally.
Literally.
Literally, Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Actually, I kind of love
Coming
that.
at you.
That's kind of catchy.
That's not
Guys,
bad.
that's awful.
Well,
No.
it's not bad because the energy you brought to it.
That's fair. I don't bring energy when I have to do it is. Well, I don't have to do it. Nobody's like holding me hostage for it.
I don't want any misinformation out there.
Just, I
There's
feel
no
like I have to.
requirement that anyone has to do it is. I enjoy people trying to do it.
Yeah, no, it's
But,
fun.
Matt, what's your open?
Oh, I'm sticking with hello.
That's how you're going to do
That's
it?
it?
Hello?
I'll do it
It's
like
me.
Seinfeld. Hello! This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm Matt Hamilton. To my side, I got Jim Rutledge and Molly Brown. Ryan in the booth, mixing the ones and twos.
Is this the 90s?
Yeah. I'd have fun with it. But yeah, I think it's
Can you breathe?
The belly.
Okay.
The belly hello from Seinfeld is what I'd steal from Jerry.
Okay.
Hello.
He's Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. I think we can see why I'm the lead of the show. I'm the only one that can get the show started, apparently. Although I do really enjoy literally. That would be fun.
Literally, Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Ryan, who do you like better when they lead host this show? Me or Jim? Who stays on clock better?
Matt just raised his hand. What are you going to say, Matt?
Molly.
Oh, you're guessing?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing for you.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
I think Jim is much more accustomed to it, so it's a little smoother. I think.
Okay, you were supposed to give me compliments, not like throw me under the bus.
Well, literally, Molly.
You want to do this?
No, I'm good.
I think Jim's more the established vet. Molly might just be like the draft pick who's a little, got to develop a little bit
You're
quick.
old, and I'm taking your spot.
I didn't say old. I didn't say old.
Old Rutledge is at it again.
I may potentially die on the air.
I said he's experienced. He has a lot of experience.
You're
he's not
seasoned.
old.
You're
Exactly.
a seasoned host.
Exactly. He's on his
Salty.
he's on his third contract. Or
There
I don't know.
it is. There are a lot of
Probably more than that. 5?
I don't know.
How long are contracts? 3 years? 5 years?
Depends how good
in
you
the
are.
NFL or just contracts period.
I mean, NFL.
NFL, yeah, 3 years on average, probably.
You're on like your 5th.
I'm like Dave
6th.
Craig from Milton College.
I don't
Around
even
for
know.
like 18 years. Milton College down the road. Played for the Seahawks, Bears.
When?
In the 60s?
Played for the Bears probably in the 90s.
Old Rutledge is at it again.
Now I'm willing to say that Jim is just being old. Now he's being old. He's not being experienced.
No, but Dave Craig is like a Wisconsin trope because he went to the non-existent now Milton College.
Oh, so is that why there's Janesville Craig?
No.
It's named after him, man. That's a fair question.
Janesville and Milton are like right next to each other.
Riley Alk in the bullpen here is going to have a stroke.
Riley, am I right?
It's not named.
Yes.
It's named Janesville Craig after Dave Craig.
He's literally
come
not
on in here. Yeah, just come on in here because
he knows how to speak on the radio.
he's even broken the speak when spoken to, so he can actually just talk all he wants.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
okay, Riley, you are from the Milton, Janesville area. Who's this guy's name?
Dave Craig.
Dave Craig.
Yeah. He is. Yeah. See, there you go. He knows.
Is Janesville Craig named after Dave Craig? Oh, you just nodded your head yes while you were out in the bullpen.
No, I couldn't tell what exactly you were saying.
And are you wearing a Milton?
I'm wearing a Milton baseball.
What are the odds of that?
Jacket right now.
I went and talked to his baseball team back when he was on the team.
We have a picture together of when I was on my JV baseball team. Matt Hamilton in the middle posing with his gold medal. My entire team surrounding him. I look like a baby.
Okay, wait, so I have to ask, when Matt spoke at your school, were you like, who the hell is this guy? Or did you know who he was?
No, I actually did know who he was. We knew he was speaking because you were speaking to our teachers, right? You were talking to the staff, I think.
There was a staff, and then there was some, like, upperclassmen, I think, in the auditorium because, like, they brought in me, Lindsey Vaughn, and Lindsey Vaughn brought PK Subban.
Yeah.
So PK Subban was there too. Lindsey Vaughn, her grandmother lived in Milton, and she came here all the time when she was in like high school. So she like appreciated Milton. So that's why the two of us.
I had no idea.
That's why the two of us were here. She's originally from Minnesota, but yeah, she'd come down here to visit grandma.
Interesting.
But yeah, Dave Craig, famous Milton College alum, held the NFL record for fumbles until it was broken by Warren Moon.
Can you explain
does Milton
the
College still exist?
Milton College thing?
Also, I'd like to point out, if you're watching the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, the camera trying to get Riley is broken,
It's
so
down
Ryan
right now,
has
so-
turned his computer onto Riley.
Yeah, so you can see Riley is sitting in there. It just looks like, it looks like he's having a very long chat. With
And it's great because then we
Jim.
can still see you in the reflection, Ryan.
Yeah, hey guys. Wave with my left hand.
Is it
It's
like
easier to
multiple?
see.
Like every time you look at a different angle, it's deeper and deeper
Yeah,
into it?
Basically, yeah.
producer inception.
Whoa.
So what's Milton College?
Yeah, so Milton College, it is now defunct. It doesn't exist. Some of the buildings are still there, but they were the Wildcats, and I couldn't tell you what they were known for. I just know it existed. They were the Wildcats. Their colors were blue and yellow, and Dave Craig is probably the most famous alumni or alumnus from there.
Is he related to Daniel Craig? Isn't that an actor?
Yes, they're definitely related. The guy from Europe plays James
Cool.
Bond and Dave Craig. Before we get to Dave Craig, I want a little more on him. How many players from Milton College were drafted in the NFL draft this past weekend?
The same as the Badgers.
Yes, Matt.
Take that for data.
Unfortunately, you are correct, yes.
How does that make you feel, Riley, as the largest Badger stand?
Yeah, not great when you look at, like, East Carolina had someone drafted, Old Dominion. I think Northwestern had 2 players drafted. Not ideal. Not ideal.
So Dave Craig threw 216 touchdown passes in the NFL. Last played in, like, 1998. Mm-hmm. He threw for 38,000 yards. And yeah, the legend. I mean, dude played for a long ass time. He was also in Jerry Maguire. He was in the movie Jerry Maguire. The beginning of the game between the Cardinals and the Cowboys, that last game, it's Dave Craig on the field warming up against the Cowboys. So he's actually in the game in the movie too. Like throwing.
How many teams did he play on?
A handful. Most of it was the Seattle
Seahawks. Yeah,
Seahawks was most of it. Then the Oilers and the Bears.
How did you guys start talking about Dave Craig?
How did we get here?
Forgot.
How did we get to Milton? Dave Craig. I don't even know, man. But Seahawks.
Go Redhawks.
I don't know how we got here.
I'm trying to do it. I'm doing the mental remapping in my mind. I can't
Riley
do it.
did what you're never supposed to do and ask someone how you're supposed to get some. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
How you got somewhere, because I don't know. Seahawks, Chiefs, Lions, Cardinals, Bears. Oh, my. And then the Tennessee Oilers. 3-time Pro Bowler.
Legend.
Right. Ring of honor for the Seahawks and a top 50 player all time for
Jim,
the Seahawks.
do you actually think that we care this much about Dave Craig?
Well, I mean, Ring of Honor, that's pretty impressive.
Okay.
Well, we're going to talk about it one time. I just want to give him all his flowers. Hell, maybe he's listening.
Yeah.
Maybe he's dead.
I bet there could be
Molly.
some proud Miltonians such
Dave
as myself out there listening right now. You never know.
Dead.
He's 67. Never mind. He's not that old. I apologize.
Whoa. If Jim was 67, you'd be like, you're dirt.
That's Jim. That's not me. Not me saying it.
Old Rutledge is at it again.
Well, thanks, Riley.
Of course,
Yeah, thank you,
anytime.
Riley.
We're going to talk about the Badgers' lack of draft production since 1978 on the other side. But tell us about Metro Kia.
Metro Kia. Oh, I would love to tell you about Metro Kia. I love my 2 cars from Metro Kia. I've got my Kia Carnival and I have the Kia K4. I've had absolutely fantastic experiences when I've gone to Metro Kia. So if you are looking for a new to you Metro or Kia, I suggest that you head over to Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Metro Kia of Madison hoy.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think I've listened and watched this show long enough to know that Molly's mind is just always in the gutter. It doesn't matter what.
Mine!
Yeah, Molly.
Jim says something, and Molly's eyebrows just go up. She's looking for a giggle.
Yeah. I'm a bottomless. You're not wrong.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Looking for a fun new way to golf on Monday nights? The Bridges Golf Course in Madison is teeing up a brand new 2-person scramble league. Grab a friend and compete head-to-head in a relaxed format, men's, women's, or co-ed. Great for beginners and experienced players alike. Monday nights at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
Steady. I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
You got to win a postseason game. For Matt LaFleur now, just going and winning the division, if we end up as the 2 seed next season and go out and have a home playoff game and we lose to whomever, this conversation is going to get ratcheted up another tenfold.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
On the Here District podcast, listen to the biggest names in basketball talk about your favorite team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Hosted by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson and his son, NCAA champion Chris Johnson. Follow along as they break down the latest action on the court and off the court and around the league. Sorry. Joined by the all-time great players and journalists who know the game best, Here District brings you Bucks analysis like you've never heard it before. Watch Here District on the Bucks official YouTube channel or listen wherever you get your podcasts.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge with Matt Hamilton. We're in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Muller Shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carl Talk text line. List is more. We have a side of them with a whole question up there. How many instant starters or how many instant impact players did the Packers draft in this last draft? No Badgers were picked. I teased that like a jerk with Riley Yauk when I pointed out that the defunct, it was really a ruin my punchline, Matt Hamilton, but that's all right.
Sorry.
But the defunct Milton College, which has been defunct for a long time, had as many draft picks in the NFL draft this year as the Wisconsin Badgers, and that's 0. And that's the first time since 1978.
Take that for data.
Combined with missing the playoffs, combined with missing a bowl game 2 years in a row, a descending record, the Badger football program is in its worst state it has ever been in the last 40 years.
No argument for me.
That's embarrassing.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. No, they stink. I mean, that's the worst part.
Who is that an indictment on, though? Is that Fickle? Is it Chris McIntosh? Like, is it just the entire... I don't want to say athletic department.
Than anything. Like, you can have a bad coach, but if you are able to get good players, you can still stand out and be drafted. Like, there's plenty of people that were drafted that were on average football teams.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I think it's the lack of like high-performing skill players in Wisconsin that is the issue. It just stinks because we used it. It could be, honestly, now that the more I talk about it, it could be Fickle because we went away from this smash-mouth football to the air raid offense. This is running back and offensive lineman university. Or it used to be.
Yeah, on Twitter, and this is just out, as the young kids say, on Main, so I don't have a problem sharing this. Fayon Hicks, former Badger player.
Yeah, what does it mean when you say
on Main Street? Everyone can see it.
On Main Street, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get that?
No, I
didn't know. I
got it,
that
Jim.
Anyways,
I thought it was a cool line.
Yeah, we're the cool ones here.
Yeah. We're the coolest.
What are the kids on Main saying?
Fayon Hicks, former Badger player, defensive back, I believe. I'll never forgive Mac for what he did to my Badgers. This was after the draft.
Wow.
Do you think that this draft, not having a single player drafted, is more on Mac, though?
It's an exclamation point for the descension of the Badger football program. It is on Mac, but he hired Fickle. This program has been in a decline since the end of the Barry Alvarez era into the Mac era, and it's not turning the right direction. Maybe this recruiting class comes in, but the Badgers have more players who have left the program to have success at other collegiate programs to go get drafted in the NFL than they've had actual NFL players come out of the Badgers. And those trying to defend that saying, well, at least they were at the Badgers at some point. You know what the Badgers could have done? They could have brought in players through the transfer portal. I did check. This is legal. You could bring in players through the transfer portal to the Badgers program who could be here 1 year and then be good and go to the NFL. It doesn't just have to be Badger players leaving the Badgers to go to other teams to go then get to the NFL. The Badgers are allowed to bring people in who could be NFL players, which might be breaking news to the program, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Wait, how do you feel that for example, Skylar Bell,
yes,
Badger,
UConn, yep,
went to UConn, 4th round draft pick for the Bills.
Yep.
What a great landing.
You guys remember
spot
C.J. Williams?
Yep. Picked 7th round?
6th round.
6th round.
By the Jaguars.
Wide receiver for the Badgers.
He was with Wisconsin for 2 years. He came over from USC. Went to
I forgot about him.
Wisconsin Badgers, we got the best players that played for us at one point. They went to the pros.
Well, I can't blame those guys. We've never, for the last couple of years, and again, injury was a big issue. Who's throwing these guys the ball?
I can't blame them.
I would have left too.
I'm not blaming them.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that the Badgers also could bring in good football players who could be one and dones here. That is allowed.
It is, but what player going into his senior year or his last year of eligibility is like, I want to go to Wisconsin?
Exactly, but that's part of the problem of Chris McIntosh and Luke Fickell. They're not building a program, or they weren't building a program that's attractive to good players.
Right. It's going in the wrong direction.
And here's the thing. If a player was going to come here, you're either going to get someone who is in it for the money, this specific type of player, who is coming here because they're here for the money, the one and done who wants to get to the NFL, or they don't care about, and also if they're just here for the money, that means they don't care about winning that much. They just want the check. So now you got someone here who maybe not as fully bought in, because when you don't win, how do you win? You have to pay more for good players. Mm-hmm. And then some of those players you're paying more for are going to be predisposed to be players who care more about the money than the program. Because if they're coming to your crappy-ass program, how much do they care about winning? Now, I'm not saying that's the current case, but the Badgers definitely have a suck tax. Like, because they suck, they're taxed.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a suck tax was.
I think Jim also made that one up on the spot. I don't think that's another common phrase like putting on Maine.
Suck tax. I trademark it.
Yeah.
When you suck, you're getting taxed. You got to pay more. The Badgers invented it, not me.
Chris McIntosh,
yes,
copyright.
That's Chris McIntosh's legacy at the University of Wisconsin. He created the suck tax. We suck. Now we have to pay more.
I will also say, though,
it's like his own version of tariffs.
I don't think that's a Chris McIntosh thing. I think this is truly a Luke Fickell thing.
He hired him, though. But yeah.
He hired him, and he's to blame, but this is more of a Luke Fickell issue. I don't care how much money you're spending on players to bring in transfer portal guys. Boston College had 4 players drafted, guys.
Hey, that's a program that you wanted to compare Wisconsin to, right?
Yeah, aspirationally.
Yeah.
Boston
College. Aspirationally now. Right.
I'm saying
right.
Where they're at currently, they shouldn't be there, but that's where they're.
And they're also widely regarded as like one of the least funded, poorly funded programs in college football right now. Like Bill O'Brien's their head coach, the former, Texans coach, Penn State assistant, whatever it is. Like he's flailing there. They went 2-10 last year. They had 4 guys drafted. Iowa.
What positions? I'm just genuinely curious. You don't know.
I did not go into the depths of looking at which
I'm
positions.
looking at it too because it's probably defense.
I'm just genuinely
coach.
curious because, like Matt said, like the bread and butter of Wisconsin football used to be running backs and offensive line.
So to that point, there's another program out there that I think of a lot when I think of Wisconsin who stuck to that identity and has continued to do that. And honestly, I do not think they have a ton more NIL money than Wisconsin. Iowa.
Yeah.
7 players drafted this year. I don't think Iowa is outspending Wisconsin to a massive degree.
I don't know their
Burns.
name off the top of my head, but I just read an article that Iowa's current athletic director was a finalist for the athletic director job that Chris McIntosh got.
They had a whole athletic director mess a few
They
years ago,
did, yeah.
too.
They had one of theirs got ousted for
Yeah.
But no,
something.
the person there is the one that was.
That's
current-
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, when it comes to that, I truly think that no matter who the athletic director is, if this is what your coaching and development is,
True, but like that goes to the athletic director hired the coach.
True. Okay, true. But at the same time, I still don't think that it's not the fact that Luke Fickell doesn't have the right players or resources, the right athletic director. It's the fact that when you're not developing these guys to even just like be on an NFL team, and when there are other peers of yours, teams who should be below you, who are producing more draft picks, like it's not a question of, what are they doing wrong? It's that every NFL draft scout looks at them and says, why should I pay attention to them?
Right. And I have talked to people who are in those rooms and do the scouting who have said that the Badgers are a mess. Remember there was a whole report about how Luke Fickell wouldn't let scouts.
So it wasn't a report. It was something that Dane Brugler of The Athletic, who's
Right.
one of their draft analysts, he just put out the fact that I
forgot about this.
I actually have it pulled up here. He said that Fickell has been shutting NFL scouts out from practices, so their only chance to see Wisconsin players is during games.
And I will say that I had one scout confirm that to me. I know
Okay.
Fickell denied it, but I had one scout said that they were denied at least.
And if all you're seeing is the on-field result of these players, it's Mason Reiger is a guy who should have been drafted.
Yes,
he's the
They
defensive
were
end.
talking about him on ESPN radio on Saturday when I was listening.
He was like Mel Kiper's like best remaining player for like
I
2
wanted him on
rounds
the
in a row.
Bears. I liked what he could do. Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy who, if he had been playing last year on Penn State or on Iowa, he probably does get drafted because he was on a good team. We have a better idea of where he fits because he actually fit in an actual system with an actual identity. Like when you have no identity and you're just guys who are just playing out there trying to like figure it out on the fly. It felt like every game Wisconsin was doing. It's really hard to evaluate to see if this guy's a good player or not.
Isn't the identity thing one of the things that Mel Kiper highlighted when he joined
Yes, he
Willie and
did.
Tausch a couple weeks ago
Yes.
before the draft? Like it was literally that Wisconsin doesn't have an identity and they need to figure it out in order to get their players drafted.
That would help.
Add no draft picks and add no benefit of the doubt to the suck tax for the Badgers that Chris McIntosh imposed. Because you suck, nobody's going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what you're getting. Even when Paul Chryst was here, smart, tough, dependable, we know what we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
We know this guy knows how to play football. We know this person loves football. Because you don't have a recruiting identity, then you don't have a team identity. And then when you don't have a team identity nor a recruiting identity, the NFL teams don't know what the hell they're getting.
Close the gap. That's the identity.
The identity is flailing, and
Yeah.
close the gap is a flailing term.
It
It's like,
is.
sweet Jesus, I hope to God we grab onto something lucky, and Colton Joseph pops off to be great. I think this team's going to be better than they were last year, not even just because of the easier schedule, but I think it's too little too late. This is the worst, and this is our signing limited poll question. This is the worst the Badger football team has been in the last 40 years. The state of the Badger football team is the worst it's been in 40 years.
And Ryan, what's it say? Like this was regarded as one of the weaker draft classes in recent times, and there still wasn't a Badger.
Yep.
It's not like there was a ton of competition stealing it.
Nope.
So,
I truly think if guys like Vinny Anthony and Mason Reiger play for any other team in the Big Ten or a halfway competent
Vinny
team,
Anthony's a good one, yeah.
like those guys get drafted.
I mean, if they played for Boston College.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes.
And, I mean, C.J. Williams, he went to Stanford. That wasn't even a good team in here.
Right, but then this is the other part of it. They leave, and then they go somewhere else, and then they get drafted.
And they're successful.
Yes, it even piles more onto, like, why in the world would I go to Wisconsin if I want to go to the NFL? The guys that go to the NFL leave Wisconsin for a different college before they go to the NFL.
Remember all those in-state recruits, those 8 of the top 10 in-state recruits who are committed to Wisconsin right now? How many of those guys do you think stay committed? After seeing something like this, I think it would be really hard to convince yourself that you want to stay committed.
If I'm any of the schools in the mix and I had someone drafted, I'm calling.
That or Luke Fickell better go win 8-9 games next year.
Because here's the problem. If these kids are what the Badgers say they want them to be, then those kids would turn down big money from Wisconsin to go to a winning school because they love football for equal or lesser money for the opportunity to make a living playing football.
Right.
So if the type of player the Badgers want to recruit is the type of player that wouldn't want to go to the Badgers. And this is where I don't know how they fix it. So that's why I'm saying right now the state of the Badger football program it's the worst point in the last 40 years. Do you agree or disagree? That's our signing limited poll question. 844-770-3776. Believe it or not, we're going to throw stones. Next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Gearing up for tailgating, fireworks, festivals, and updating your home. This is an absolute season for it all. Siding Unlimited can handle the home part. Start the process by visiting Siding Unlimited at 2018 South Stoughton Road and check out our amazing showroom. Ideas will follow, and eventually you'll experience our fantastic carpenters installing new windows, siding, roofing, and doors. We do it all, and it starts by visiting our showroom or going to sidingunlimited.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport L for as low as $299 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
My husband had purchased something at another store. He was very unhappy with the quality of it. We went into Chalmers and just started looking around and kind of got inspired to do something together that was unique for us.
It really isn't any more expensive to do a one-of-a-kind custom piece.
I love it. It's beautiful. I get a lot of compliments on it.
Turned out how I hoped it would.
It really makes me feel good to wear.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
As a single mom, I questioned college. I worried about having enough time and support, but I'm so glad that I didn't let that stop me. Once I started at Madison College, I realized I can do this. I'm really proud of myself. My instructors truly care about my success, and I have a community of support. My advice to other single moms, do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner. and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Lorshan behind the glass. You can see us in the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. All right, let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3, Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
So, guys, did you watch any of the draft coverage?
I could see it up on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream.
It's not on the YouTube stream quite yet.
Yes.
You can see it in the preview screen.
Yes.
It will be on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream shortly, though. So, guys, Molly, I believe you said you did not really watch much of the draft on day 3 on Saturday, right?
No, but I did kind of see this clip, and then I wasn't really interested, so I swiped.
Okay, so I'm curious to ask you about that in that case. So, for the Packers' 4th-round pick, they had a special
This
guest.
is more verbal anyways, Matt, so you'll be good.
They had a special guest announcer. For the 4th round, all the NFL teams had their number 1 international fan announce the pick. As part of like the NFL's like outreach sort of initiative to globalize the game. Jim,
Yeah, and this isn't for Gavin James here, but there was some of the fans who got to make the announcement. Like, shut up. Like, they were like calling out their buddies.
So that's right. That's actually where I want to get with this after we listen to this.
Okay,
Jim.
good.
So
God.
let's listen to Gavin James, the Packers international fan who announced this draft pick. He is from the Irish Institute of Music and Song, and he announced the pick along with a few special instruments. Guys, why don't we take a listen?
Welcome to the Irish Institute of Music and Song here in Ireland. I'm singer-songwriter Gavin James, and the pick is in.
Oh, nice.
Those are harps.
Wow.
With the 120th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Denai Dennis Sutton, defensive end, Penn State.
Go back up.
Go back up.
At a bare minimum, that was the best fan one that I saw.
So I was going to add.
I just don't like that they have the TVs on in the background.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
echo
echoing. It's
is
like, what are we
rough.
doing here,
Yeah,
people?
you would think the people who are from like a school of music and song would know a little bit better about like acoustics and like sound and echo and that kind
Turn
of
off
thing.
your radio before you call us.
You would think they'd think of that.
Exactly.
But I did want to ask, as Jim was saying, like, so this was for the Denai Dennis Sutton pick. Denai Dennis Sutton was very upset that he was drafted at 120 because he thought he should be like a 2nd-round pick. And I was thinking about this during the entire 4th round. Some guys in there who are thinking, I didn't want to be drafted at this point. Would you be annoyed or would you feel better if you were announced by the draft pick of harps from the Irish Institute of Music and Song?
I mean, it's memorable.
Oh, nice.
So,
like, when it comes to all, like, and as Jim was saying, all the other
God,
international.
some of them, I'm like, shut up.
There was somebody up there with his dog at one point. I don't know why he had a dog. Yeah, I don't know. There's some
People like
with a dog.
shouting out their buddies. I'm like, nobody cares. Just give us the pick.
Like, what, does that ruin the moment for these draft picks?
Yes.
Like,
I don't know about ruining the moment because it's like you're still going to the NFL and you just got drafted to the NFL. Like, it's still a dream come true, but like,
But what if you're a guy who never just like stick around and you end up like, this is the pinnacle, is you getting drafted and it's the sound of harps. And
the harp one's not bad.
That's cool. That sounds good.
Okay. But if it's somebody out there like Jim saying, shouting out his friends.
I mean, at the same point, like, I get it too. At least you're going to have like a crack at playing in the NFL. Like, this guy, this is his 30 seconds of fame.
But wouldn't you be kind of annoyed?
Yes.
Wait, do you know which one was the worst that I saw? Was the Buffalo Bills one that it was like the 35th pick in the 2016 NFL draft.
Oh, that's how they said it?
Yeah.
35
wrong.
pick
Yeah.
in the 2016
that's
draft.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? Who gave this guy a cue card?
Right.
My God.
So I would say I get Ryan's point because if you are, especially if you're DDS who thought maybe they'd be 2nd or 3rd round at first, like, you want to hear Goodell or like someone like a former Packer coming out, like whatever the team
You're
is.
thinking you're going to be a 2nd or 1st round
right,
pick.
you want to
going
hear
into the draft.
but then you want to hear the official, like, with the 19th pick in the NFL draft. You want to hear that.
But does Ron Goodell hang around for the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round? Like, he leaves
I'm
at some
not saying
point.
it should be Goodell. I just get Ryan's point, especially if you're someone who fell, who thought they were going to be up there with like a more prestigious.
This just
like
adds
Jerome
to it.
Bettis
Yeah,
came out.
you're
like,
extra, not a second-round pick.
Yeah,
Like,
you're an extra gimmick. Yeah,
just like in Green Bay, that you had different ties to either the area or different teams. Like the Bears players played at Pitt or from Pittsburgh. Like they tried to do some ties in for the first 2 or 3 rounds. You get kind of like real ties to the organization. And then I think I get why they did it, and I actually think this one,
cool.
This one was pretty good,
was
yeah.
cool.
But I get your point of like, not only are you mad that you weren't drafted where you thought you could get drafted, you don't even have like a cool clip that you can like play.
Not like this one.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Who was the...
I love Rich Eisen just going, oh, nice.
Who was the 57th round pick? Or 57th
round
overall pick? I apologize.
It's actually perfect. It's Logan Jones, the Chicago Bears, and he said he loves ketchup, and he's a big offensive lineman.
He also didn't, because this was for the Heinz partnership, right? The 57th overall pick got free Heinz ketchup for life. And he actually said he didn't know about that until he got drafted,
they told
which is
him.
awesome.
Yeah, when the beat reporters told him.
But what if you're just like... What if
someone chimed in and did give him a hard time, like, here in Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
You're not allowed to eat ketchup on your dog.
I was just going to say, my curling team was a 4th-round pick for the Minnesota Vikings back in the day.
Oh, you guys announced a pick?
So we filmed this. We filmed granted, I'm going to be honest with you. I told them no. It was a Viking thing. The Vikings invited us to do things.
You did not participate.
I did not participate, but our team did, and they took a 4th-round pick in 2018, Jalen Holmes. And we like put our ballot like on a curling rock and slid it down the sheet, and then someone like picked it up and read it off.
That's fun.
So like, it's fun for people to do, especially if there's reasonable.
It's fun for you. We're talking about for the player.
Like we did it. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how Jalen Holmes felt about.
I've never heard his name.
I was going to say, you guys might be the curse.
I was going to say, if he...
the curse. It was a 4th-rounder, Molly.
Matt Starr. Wait, I thought TDS was going to be great.
I didn't say DDS was going to be great. My guys are
the 7th rounder, Trey Smack.
Smack the kicker.
And the 5th rounder in Burton.
Yep. I got the 5th rounder for sure.
Okay.
We'll never see him play for the Packers.
What is your guy's name? Jalen Holmes. He played for the Vikings. He's played for the Saints, Giants, Bears, Jets, and the Commanders.
Well, he's good enough to stay in the league.
Making a living for a little bit.
He was off-season and or practice squad member only for the Giants.
Okay. And what year was that you guys? That your team did it?
He stayed with the Vikings until 2020.
Is he still in the league? Oh,
2025 was his last year.
Right, he was with the Vikings for 4 years. I mean, that's not a
2 years.
Oh, 2 years?
Do the math right, my guy.
Yeah.
2018
That's
to 2020.
right. I mean,
glasses on glasses crime right there. Jeez.
Yeah, he made a small career of it. I'm just saying, like, that
How many
4th
sets
round
of eyes are there on this panel? 2, 4, 6, 8,
Who
10,
do we
12.
appreciate?
Yeah. 12.
Wait.
No.
I don't know.
Well, because there's 4 of
so bad
us.
at math.
4 of us, 8 eyes, and then 2 sets of glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just because 4
Take
eyes.
that for data.
Do you think the
Nerds.
Green Bay Packers should ever ask us to come announce a pick? And
I
how
would
bad?
love to.
How bad would the pick feel?
Jim, would you turn it down?
No.
See,
I
I
wouldn't
can't believe
announce
that
it.
you turned it down.
I wouldn't announce it.
I got a chance to, like, buzz the horn, too, and I was
know.
like,
See,
nah.
well, okay, so that's different because that's part of being like a fan of the Vikings is blowing the horn, right?
Right.
Yeah. I will say, if I was taking someone else's spot, I might turn it down. Like if they said, hey, ESPN Madison specifically can send people, I would say
No, if
I'm
they
good.
asked Jim, Matt, and Molly show, all 4 of us to go.
Yeah, I would go. Like, for an example,
Because that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I would do it. I just wouldn't be the one announcing it because I'm not a Packers fan. I would want someone who is a Packers fan to be able to do it. For an example, I have a photo with Aaron Rodgers because he did that when he was a teammate of ESPN Milwaukee. Did the photo with him, but we had X amount of autographs we could have. Everyone got one. I said, just give it to someone else.
Right.
Because I'm not going to do anything with it. I don't want it. So someone else, some other teammate got it.
Right.
I was like, it'd just be rude of me to take it because I would just either sell it or do whatever with it.
Give it to a partner?
Well, no, we had ones for partners.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. But, yeah, it was just one of those things where I wasn't going to take it from me. But, yeah, I'm surprised, Matt, because you could have worn like a little green.
Yeah, you could have been like the enemy, wearing like green and gold.
That's not really Matt's. He doesn't love to do that, though.
No, I don't like being the bad guy. I just was like, I just will respectfully decline.
Jim from Madison on the Crowd Was Talking text line says, wait, is throwing stones a curling reference? I never picked up on that.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to the party, Jim. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a WBA award finalist for Wisconsin's best radio show.
It's good for your TikTok, though. The ladies love Jim Rutledge on TikTok.
Yeah, what are your numbers on TikTok, Jim?
It's like
50 plus.
Yeah.
50 to 65.
80%, 50 to 65, yeah.
I'm huge in retirement homes.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Game day in my house is everything. I get out of class, I grab my gear, and get to the game because I can't wait. And my dad, he does the same thing. He's an official here in Wisconsin. He makes the tough calls, stays cool under pressure, and knows ball like nobody else. I want to be just like him. You can too. Sign up at highschoolofficials.com.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life. Hey, my name is Stacy Bruner. I was Bucky Badger from 2010 to 2014. My most memorable sports moment was running out the flag at the 2013 Rose Bowl versus Stanford. Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Men are more forgetful than women. Is that the best way to say it, Matt Hamilton?
In my case, yes.
Or is it, Molly, that we don't listen? Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you.
Both.
Just that we're going to go
both.
1980s comedy hour right here.
You don't listen, you don't really care, and you
Well,
lack
no,
attention
things
to
that
detail.
you really care about, and I just say you as like not you, Molly Brown, but you as like
Women?
ladies in my life. Yeah, ladies in my life. You just care more about it than I do.
Ladies love cool Matt.
Yeah, but you're gonna remember when curling league is.
That's
you
because I
about it.
care about it, but
Yeah.
my wife doesn't care
Okay,
about
how
it.
did
Why
you
don't
guys
you
stumble into
care
this?
about the same things that she cares about, Matt Hamilton?
That is the age-old question. That is the question. I don't know why I don't
Or
care
at least,
that
like-
the floors are a little
So
too dirty.
one
Or at least pretend to care.
So
like that's what it comes down to. Just pretend. Just
that
pretend
I learned.
to listen.
That
It's
I
fine.
learned around like planning the wedding. I was like, I would just. I was like, I don't care at all.
Oh, I
Not
know.
in a mean way,
when
but
you're
like,
asking about like
What kind of
flowers
flowers?
do you like? I'm like, literally any flowers. She's like, I want you to be a part of this process.
Right. But I don't care in the best way possible. Make it all your own.
Yeah, like I'm trying to make this easier for you. Just pick them.
So I was around some people today, and they were talking about their husbands, and they kind of joked like, "See, this is how wives talk about their husband." I'm like, "Well, husbands never talk bad about their wives, so shame on you." But one of them was their husband's forgetting things all the time.
Oh, preach.
And this weekend, thank God, I have built-in fail-safes in my life for being forgetful.
Okay, tell me about these because
Yes.
I could learn a thing or two.
Last year, I went down to my in-laws to get my camper. Got down to realize I didn't bring the keys for the camper. Couldn't get the stuff I needed
Oh,
to
that
hook the
sucks.
camper up, and they live 2 hours away. So couldn't get stuff to hook the camper up to take it
Perfect.
home. So then I had to make a separate trip down and do it. And then this year, I set out the keys to take, and about halfway down, I'm like, "Do you have the camper keys?" Turn to my wife. She goes, "No." I'm like, "Why not?" I set them out. She goes, "Actually, you set them out for you to take them." So after initially, I was like, "You did this to spite me," because
Yeah, like you saw them and chose not to grab them.
I let that go.
Good for you.
Right.
Even
And-
though that would have I would have not been able to let that go.
No, see, I don't think she did because if that were
She
the case,
did,
at 5 minutes later,
Yeah.
like if you go down the road, she'd be like, "Do you have the camper keys?" And then you would say, "No, I thought you did," and then she'd be like,
really,
"Yeah, see."
Yeah, so really, it would have. I was more upset that like she didn't basically double check to make sure I like brought my lunch.
Oh,
like I'm a
yes, because
5-year-old.
you're her extra child, right?
Yes,
You have
yes.
3 kids.
So I did.
Okay,
I let it go.
Okay.
I was like, this is on me, but I was not willing to take part of me then getting crap for it. I'm like, look, I have to deal with the consequences. I have to come back down here, whatever. But I forgot I built in fail safes, and we have extra keys hidden around the camper. And thank God the extra keys had the key that I needed to the piece that I wanted. So no,
How do
Oh,
you-
so you
what do you
didn't
mean,
turn
like,
around.
around
You
the
made
camper?
a trip.
Well, no,
Not
we were more than
inside. How
halfway.
do you get
so-
inside the camper if the keys are
It's
locked
hidden.
inside?
No, it's hidden somewhere.
On the out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sneaky. See,
So like a
I
fail
trust
safe,
my
'cause
in-laws.
happened
I
last
would
year.
have just given them to my in-laws and be like, keep these in your house.
Oh, good call. I'll have to do that one next time.
Then you don't have
Well,
to
because I don't want to
risk
forget the
keeping
camper
it
keys some other
hidden
time.
outside your.
So the other one was the other trope, Molly, is these women thought that men exaggerate or extra babies when they're sick.
100,000%.
Oh my gosh, my wife gave me a man flu comment the other day, and I'm like, that
No,
is
like
so rude.
you have no idea.
No,
like
I do have an idea.
Women, you tough it out. Men, it's like, I really need an ice pack. I need a
Real
heat
bad.
pack. My throat hurts. I need tea. I need
throat
this.
hurts
I
real
can't
bad.
really eat anything. I need this. I need.
I need
oh.
a hot dog real bad.
Exactly. Just give me a wiener real bad. Yeah, no, like literally. Like my husband. Oh my God, wait.
Get out of here with this. I
need to get approval.
I do not approve of this trope. This is one
no.
trope I am not on board with.
So I initially was going to get approval from my husband to be able to talk about this, but
Ask forgiveness, not permission.
Okay, my husband eventually here soon is going to have a procedure that you can no longer have babies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. Okay, we know I have a zoo, right?
Yeah.
I asked when the doctor called me today. I was like, "How long of a recovery is this? Like, how many days off of work do I need to get?" Right? She said it's about 48 hours. So I was like, "Okay, great. They do everything on a Friday morning, so then you do it on Friday. Then they can recover through the weekend." And I'm like, "Okay, fantastic. This is gonna be the most brutal 48 hours of my life. It's gonna be, oh, I got cut open. I'm hurt. Yeah. Meanwhile, me having how many babies, having twins, like." I was a saint for the majority of my pregnancy.
You are projecting this. What if he is an absolute gem?
Because I know my husband. And I know he's watching right now, and I know I'm probably going to get in trouble when I get home tonight.
This is just married,
You got
guys.
this. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I believe in him too,
sorry,
but like,
Matt. If you have this said surgery, you are going just from the sheer mentally, you're going to assume it hurts more than it actually did.
I mean, I imagine it hurts like a lot.
I'm coming in and doing the show. I'm going to talk about it.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No,
you're
there's like
waiting
phantom limb syndrome. So like,
Phantom limb. That's a good point.
cannot wait to talk about this on the air in a couple weeks.
All right.
Well,
as long as
we need the
gotta-
update. Man flu's not real. Guys, don't listen to the
Molly's
wives.
husband,
That's true.
tough it out for the team. Zip the lips.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down every single thing that he asks for or complains about.
I can't
or
wait
whatever
till
it
you
is.
got nothing on Monday.
What?
You're going to have nothing. Nothing
I
noted
thought you were talking
down.
about him. I was like, that's not how it works. It's not how it works.
He's not a 10 now. He's a Jim Matt Molly presented by Coors Light.
See ya.